Good evening, students. In our previous sessions, we discussed about concept socialization, what is socialization, definitions, and different agents involved in the process of socialization. So, in this session, we are going to discuss about different types of socialization. So, this is a process which continues throughout life from birth till adulthood. So there are different phases in which the process takes place because it continues throughout life from birth till adulthood. So it is divided or goes through some different phases in which or through which it takes place. These phases are usually spread across different age groups and have been categorized in different types. So first is primary socialization. Initial phase of socialization occurring in early childhood. Primary influenced by the family and close caregivers. And this is the most important feature in the process of socialization. It happens during infancy and childhood. The primary stage basically takes shape during infancy and childhood, where basic knowledge and language or behavior is taught. This is the most important feature in the process of socialization. It happens during infancy and childhood. The primary stage basically takes shape during infancy and childhood, where basic knowledge and language or behavior is taught. This phase of socialization usually takes place within the family. During this phase, infants learn language and certain basic behavior forms of the family and the society in which he or she lives. It is through primary socialization that the foundations for later learning are laid. Primary socialization refers to the internalization of the fundamental culture and ideas of a society. It shapes the norms, values, and beliefs of the child at a time when it has little understanding of the world and its different phenomena. And the basic socialization agent molding the child is the family of a child. So the basic socialization agent molding the child is the family of a child. Secondary socialization. This occurs later in life as individuals interact with various institutions and groups outside the family, such as schools, peer group, and workplace. It involves learning new rules and expectations that are specific to different settings or social contexts. Secondary socialization occurs once the infant passes into the childhood. It occurs once the infant passes into the childhood phase and continues into maturity. During this phase, more than the family, some other agents of socialization, like the school and friends group, begin to play a role in socializing the child. Different kinds of social interaction through these different agents of socialization help the child to learn the moral standards, customs, and principles of their society and culture. When the child receives training in institutional or formal settings, such as the school, secondary socialization takes shape. This level runs parallel to primary socialization. But unlike the family settings, children in school are trained to conform to authority. It is usually carried out by institutions and people in specific roles and positions. Further, it involves the acquisition of knowledge and conscious learning and thus opens for critical reflection, while primary socialization points to the transmission of naturalized and cultural patterns. Anticipatory socialization. The term anticipatory socialization or this type of socialization involves preparing for future roles or positions in society, preparing a child for future roles or positions in society. The term anticipatory socialization was introduced by the sociologist Robert K. Merton, 1957. It is a process by which someone is consciously socialized for future occupations, positions, and social relationships. Through anticipatory socialization, people are socialized into groups to which they wish to or they have to join. so that their entry into the groups doesn't seem to be very difficult. It is also believed that parents are the primary source of anticipatory socialization. When it comes to socializing their child for future careers or social goals. For example, a child made to leave home to stay in a boarding school with the anticipation of better socialization. Two, in an anticipation of making him more responsible, making him more independent, more social, learning his or her social responsibilities, social behavior. So, a child made to leave a home to stay in a boarding in an anticipation of making him more independent, more responsible member of society. Resocialization. It refers to the process of learning certain behavior patterns. This occurs when individuals undergo significant changes in their social environment and need to adapt to new roles or norms. Examples include entering the military, joining some new religious group, or adapting to life after prison. To re-social or after some uh, calamity, natural disaster, re-socialize. So this occurs when individuals undergo significant changes in their social environment and need to adapt to new roles or norms. It refers to the process of leaving certain behavioral patterns and roles in order to adopt new ones as part of one's evolution in life. Resocialization occurs when there is a major transformation in the social role of a person. It occurs throughout life where individuals experience radical breakthroughs from their past experiences and learn new manners and values, which are starkly different from what they had learned previously or what they had experienced previously. According to Irving Goffman, or like he analyzed the process of resocialization in mental asylum. So according to him, a mental asylum is a total institution in which almost every aspect of the resident's life was controlled by the institution in order to serve the goals of the institution. For example, the institution demands that every inmate boy obeys the rules and regulations, even if it is not very useful for the person. Reverse socialization. This involves younger individuals influencing the behaviors and attitudes of older generations. Reverse socialization. Younger generation or younger individuals influencing the behaviors and attitudes of older generations. Like young people telling their parents, telling their grandparents, making use of mobile phone. Use mobile phone for calculation. Message to their send message to their friends to keep in touch. So this is reverse socialization. Younger individuals influencing the behaviors and attitudes of older generations. For instance, children might teach their parents how to use new technology. And the next is gender socialization. This specific type focuses on how individuals learn and internalize societal expectations related to gender roles and behaviors. This type of socialization begins early in life and can be influenced by family, media, and cultural norms. It can be understood as the process by which different agents of socialization shape the thoughts of children and make them learn different gender roles. So, how we can define gender? What is gender? According to WHO, World Health Organization, it refers to the socially constructed characteristics of women and men, such as norms, roles, and relationships of and between groups of women and men. Gender role refers to social roles assigned to each sex and labeled as masculine or feminine. Much before children begin to know themselves as a male or female, they receive a series of clues from adults in their family and society. Because male and female adults have different ways of managing infants. Infants learn quite a lot from visual and symbolic indicators. So, differences in the manner of dressing, hairstyle, different cosmetic products used by men and women provide children with indicators of variation between the male and female. Within 2 years of age, children begin to vaguely understand what gender is. Apart from adults around them, children receive a lot of clues about gender roles and differences from television programs, such as females cooking food and males doing outside jobs. So, they receive a lot of clues about gender roles and differences from television programs. Toys they play with as well from their coloring and picture book. For example, a baby girl is very commonly seen playing with dolls and or a kitchen set, while a toy boy would be found playing with toy cars or with guns. So next is cultural socialization. This refers to the process of learning and adopting the values, practices, and beliefs to one's own cultural or ethnic group. It helps individuals maintain a sense of cultural identity. So each type of socialization plays a crucial role in shaping an individual's behavior, identity, and social skills throughout their life. In our next session, we will learn about various theories of socialization.